Aside from our previous video, there's still some information you need to know about Plush Lops. Lifespan. The Plush Lops, likely due to its smaller size, is quite hardy and resilient. It is more resistant to different kinds of diseases and illnesses that commonly plague rabbits. In that case, the Plush Lop will be able to live for about 12 years as long as you give it the best kind of care it deserves. Generally, you can expect them to live for at least 5 years. A Plush Lop will not have any major health problems that can affect its lifespan so long as you are attentive to its basic needs. You have to watch out for ticks, fleas, and worms that can plague it if you are not too careful of what it eats and where it lives. Having it spend a lot of time in your garden will make it vulnerable to such parasites. Also, be sure to give it vegetables that are fibrous and to allow it to play with chew toys to avoid any serious dental problems that commonly affect rabbits. Finally, a Plush Lop is not prone to obesity due to how it naturally is leaner than most of its other domesticated rabbit cousins. But that does not mean that you should allow it to have an unhealthy diet. Always watch portion sizes and make sure that you give it a healthy diet to make sure that it does not go overweight. Reproduction. Plush Lops have the same kind of breeding pattern and behavior as most other domesticated rabbits because of how they share a common ancestry. These rabbits will be able to breed all year long so long as they are in heat. Plush Lops will be sexually mature by the time they reach 5 months old. There are times when some of these rabbits will be ready for reproduction at 4 months of age. Nevertheless, 5 months seems to be the standard age for most domesticated rabbits. Also, Plush Lops will give birth to a litter size of about 1 to 5 rabbits, given how small they are. They will be able to reproduce multiple times in a single year due to how short their gestation period is and how quick they are to recover from one birth to another. Eating habits. The Plush Lop does well on a diet that is similar to the one that most other domesticated rabbits have. That means that they should thrive well on a diet that is grass-based. You can feed it grass that is edible for rabbits, or you can go for hay because it is a lot more affordable and still contains all of the essential nutrients that a Plush Lop needs to stay healthy. Hay should comprise about 70% of the rabbit's diet. You can also substitute some of the hay with rabbit pellets that are commercially produced to have nutritional benefits that are similar to what your Plush Lop can get from grass or hay. When it comes to the remaining 30% of its diet, the Plush Lop should be able to get more vitamins and nutrients from different kinds of edible vegetables and leafy greens. Fibrous vegetables are ideal for them to have so that their dental health does not deteriorate in any sort of way. These types of vegetables are good for keeping their teeth in check and for preventing their teeth from overgrowing. The Plush Lop differs from most other American breeds of domesticated rabbits in the sense that it is not rather fat and also is not prone to obesity. Nevertheless, that is not an excuse for allowing it to binge eat. The Plush Lop might be more muscular and lean than other types of rabbits, but it still has to maintain a diet that is healthy and just right for this rabbit. Watch its portion sizes and make sure to keep track of its feeding schedule to avoid overfeeding it. Allowing it to enjoy some freedom outside of its cage on a regular basis is crucial for your rabbit to stay at a manageable weight as it can have the exercise that it needs to burn some of those calories. Water. While the Plush Lop is not the most active breed and is not the most demanding in terms of water, you still cannot overlook the fact that it requires to hydrate itself on a regular basis. Never forget to provide clean and fresh water to your rabbit since hydration is much more important than food. Always make sure that you replace your Plush Lop's water on a regular basis to avoid any sort of contamination. Also, don't use a water dish that is too large since there is a danger that it might tip over and cause your bunny to get wet. Plush Lops are not too fond of getting wet and can easily get stressed when they get. Cage. Like a lot of other breeds of rabbits, the Plush Lop can be housed both indoors and outdoors. An indoor housing or cage can be any standard cage that you can buy from a good pet store that specializes in selling rabbit-related products. The Plush Lop is not too picky when it comes to the type of cage you provide it. This rabbit also is not too shy and will not mind getting housed in a cage that allows it to get exposed out in the open. Also, since the Plush Lop is not the most active type of rabbit and is also a rather small and compact breed, you do not need to house it in a big cage. Housing the Plush Lop outdoors also is a good idea as long as you live in a climate that is right for the rabbit. Providing it an enclosure that is made out of wood and wire is quite easy to do on your own. Just make sure that the wire fences are high enough so that your Plush Lop will not be tempted to escape by hopping over it. The good thing about an outdoor enclosure is that it is bigger, and it allows your rabbit to feel some sort of freedom. However, it is recommended that an indoor enclosure should be the top pick for your Plush Lop. That is because this small rabbit is quite susceptible to different kinds of predators that can easily enter your yard. Snakes, reptiles, feral cats, and birds of prey will be able to prey on the small Plush Lop quite easily. Also, allowing it to spend time outdoors will make it more vulnerable to ticks, fleas, and other parasites. So, all that considered, house your plush lop indoors as much as possible. But if you insist on letting it live outdoors, make sure that you live in an area that is free from predators and that you try to keep an eye on any sort of parasite on your rabbit. Availability. Plush lops are some of the most common types of rabbits in America. Since the standard version is still under development, the more popular version is still the miniature variety. These rabbits can be found almost anywhere. A simple search on the internet will reveal several places where you can get your hands on a plush lop. Miniature plush lops can be purchased for a price that can be quite steep. Some breeders sell them for as much as almost $400, but you may be able to get cheaper ones from breeders that are not as reputable as the ones that sell expensive plush lops. Taking care of plush lops. The good news when it comes to the plush lop is that it is a rabbit that is not too difficult to take care of. It generally has the same kind of demands as any other domesticated rabbit. This breed might be more affectionate and might need more of your attention, but it generally is just as easy to take care of like most other breeds of pet rabbits. In that case, it is not a pain in the neck to take care of. Regardless of whether or not the plush lop is easy to take care of, it is very important to keep an eye on its overall health. Always make sure that you feed it the right kind of food and that it gets all of its nutritional needs from its daily diet. That means that you should provide it with grass-based food or rabbit pellets and supplemental fibrous vegetables. Also, make sure that it is free from parasites such as fleas, ticks, and worms so that it will be able to live a healthy and fulfilling life that can potentially reach more than a decade. Plush lops should be housed indoors due to how they are prone to be targeted by predators, and because of how they will be more susceptible to parasites and illnesses outdoors. Nevertheless, so long as the conditions are right and safe for them, you can choose to house them outdoors. Still, it is recommended that you keep them safe in the comfort of your own home. When you want to interact with a plush lop, it is best to keep it around close with you and to try to cuddle with it. You can also have it rest and relax on your lap while you stroke its hair. The plush lop is one of the best rabbits to have around as a pet due to its very affectionate and friendly demeanor. It hardly shows any signs of agitation and is perfect for any kind of household to have. If you enjoyed this video, kindly press the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, so that you don't miss out on videos like this. Thank you for watching.